reminding me to record. That would be so tragic that we forgot to hit record. But we hit record, so it's recording now. But what we're going to do first, just do this for Yamato. I would imagine we'd have to be kind of far just so we can get it over the rear turret. I am using Kuznetsov as my commander. Alright, normally Pyotr can Citadel Yamato from like at least 10 kilometers away, so I'm sure we can do this. Alright, so we want to shoot like right above that secondary battery into the funnel. I guess ideally you'd be perfectly stern on. They'll get it eventually. Oh, there's the Citadel. So something ricocheted off of the Yamato's funnel into the Citadel. So confirmed, this does work. Let's see if we can do it one more time before we start heading over to GK. See, the problem is, ideally I do it in Stalingrad because PC Stalingrad. Actually, can't do it in Stalingrad because Stalingrad overmatches 19. Citadel Massa with Petra from 18. That's illegal. Massa's never supposed to get Citadel. Okay, we're just overpenning now. I'm sure when we get one more, we'll just move on. Maybe we should move on now because there's not that much time. Alright, well, we've seen it once. I guess I'll keep shooting it on the way over to the GK. I think the Japanese cruisers are easier. Alright, so it took us like 5 minutes to get here from spawn. Alright, we have Ibuki there, but GK is all the way on the other side. I mean, maybe I'm aiming too low. Is this a glitch? I have no idea if this is a glitch or a feature. I mean, it happens on PC as well. So, I mean, I would imagine it's a feature. And I mean, if... Maybe I should have did Pyotr. I think we're too much of an angle now. Yeah. Montana has a glitch spot at Citadel by low caliber guns. Oh, that's so satisfying. Alright, Ibuki. But basically what we're doing, you can see how the Japanese funnel has this like weird shape. You're shooting through the back of it. The shell will pen the back, but it's not enough to arm. And then it hits the front, and then ricochets down. That's basically what's happening. Actually, I better make sure I don't ram into one of these ships and die while I'm doing this. Uh-oh, dispersion. There we go. There's the Citadel through the funnel. Alright, after this we'll head over to GK and do some of those good old Citadels in the bow. Okay, if we had an accurate cruiser, I don't think the American cruisers would work because the improved pan angles might just make us over pen or pen all the way through. There we go. There's another one. So if you had a perfectly accurate cruiser, this would be 100% replicatable. Oh, there we go. Citadel. So, for sure confirmed. And, well, again, Mogami. Actually, we probably should have looked at the model, but the same thing. This very oddly shaped funnel. Shoot through the back. Pen, or goes through the rear. Not enough to overmatch, so inside the funnel it ricochets on this part.
Минут до конца боя.
I wonder if there's a better ship we could have done this in. Pen and accuracy. I mean, for sure the cruisers, Piotr or Talon. But like, we needed something that could pen the Yamato, and I don't know if what is it? Rune could have done it. Maybe Elbing. That's what we wanted to do, was Elbing. Citadeling Japanese ships from behind. Because it has pens similar to Hindenburg. Well, if the Yamato is perfectly stern on, you can Citadel it through the stern. But the chances of that is very low. Alright, 4 minutes. I think that's more than enough time. We'll do this one more time with Mogami. And then we'll probably be on the outside of the GK. Or maybe we can just stop here and then shoot the GK from where we are. Oh, yep, we're good. 2. Well, apparently the closer you are, the more consistent it is, so maybe I should have went closer to the Yamato. Okay, GK. Well, it's a very small angle that you can hit the GK at. I wonder if we're close enough. But basically, kind of in front of... I wish the turrets are facing forward. But where those turrets, like the turret face would be if it was facing forward, right under there is where you would want to hit in order to Citadel it. Citadel the GK. 5 sits. First level, 5 sits. I think our rear turret doesn't have the angle to do it. Front guns for sure. But right there. Like, if I'm in a drive-by against a Bismarck or something, GK, whatever it is, that's what I try to aim for. GK Citadel is a lot higher than Bismarck. Same thing with FDG, it's higher than Bismarck, so it's easier to do on these ships, especially because of how large they are. But like, 2 that time. But yeah, that's basically what you want to do. I mean, if you have a choice of not doing a drive against a German battleship, you're probably better off not doing it. But if there's like nothing you can do... Okay, I went too far back. These first shots is where you'd want to aim, but I went that way. At that point, we're hitting the turtle back. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 22 sits. I wonder if anyone just put a bunch of GKs and done all the damage with this, like to 9 GKs and what their damage would be. Less than 900,000 for sure, though. I guess what would 9 times 8? Or 9 times 9, so 810,000 is probably the most, unless they're like will to rebuild, trying to get like 1 million damage or something. Kill me, Motto. Is this? Yep, it's exactly the same for the stern. Stern is probably going to be a little more difficult because most of the time they'll be sailing away from you. I'll go into port and look at the GK's armor. But yep, it's basically the same. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna back out so we can look at the GK's armor. Does it matter? I don't think it matters that we have the skin. Oops, turtleback we need. So, okay, wait, better port. The camera is like squished even though we're trying to like zoom out. Actually, you know what? Maybe ocean would be better because there's no buildings or anything to obstruct. Actually, yeah, this is much better. But basically, where we were trying to aim, right, like we said, a little bit in front of where the front turrets would be. I guess it was actually a lot further. Man, let's take off the skin, because probably most of the time you won't see it. So if we could use a reference point. Oh, there we go. So reference point is like, I don't know what that is. It's like the thing to make the water go off the deck of the ship. I don't know what the technical term is, but that's what you aim for, because as you can see, it like lines up perfectly with the front of that. Obviously with the moving target it's much harder, but like when you're close enough, having to lead a lot isn't really an issue. But what you're doing is you're basically shooting the front part of that citadel, or basically in the little gap on the side where it's I think it's 32. Hang on. 45. It's either there, where you're hitting where it's glowing right now, or here. That's basically your one hit. From behind, it's the same thing. Reference point are those little spools of, I don't know, rope. Same thing. This. Or this is like kind of what you're trying to hit. Like I said, if they're sailing away from you, it's probably going to be harder. I guess it would be same difficulty if we're close enough, but for the most part, if they're sailing away from you, it's probably going to be a little more difficult.